right, we're into the mixed martial arts section of the night. Fighter Omega Mugodzeri standing in at 170 centimeters, 75 kgs in the welterweight division, age 25. Orthodox stance, but his debut is his first mixed martial arts fight, so it'll be interesting stuff to see. Nicknamed Mugo, as we're witnessing the first round of MMA fights in Zimbabwe. You can see the coach in his box. Very, very strong coaches. Louis Mataya, who's our very own mixed martial artist, fighting out of the African Knockout Show, as well as Kurakwashe Matanga. And he was just in Angola, competing in the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation competition. Stepping into the ring as well, it is a Shepherd Tamba, or Shepherd Skipper Tamba, at 180 centimeters, so 10 centimeters extra. It's a lot of reach that he has, and he's just 22 years of age. But I'm excited to see what interesting things go down in this match. And this bout, Ferdinand in the middle of the ring. So not fighting in an octagon, going for the boxing ring, so it should be a lot more confrontational between Omega and Shepherd Tamba. Looking to go early for that calf kick. Right hand comes out again. Looking for that jab. Good countering. Punches coming through now. And again, thunderous shots as Omega looks to get in the clinch. Good knee. Lands a couple. And covers up very well. Vicious swing on the cross. And maybe Shepherd should look to also utilize some of those kicks as well. But a fiery start from these two as well. They'll also be fighting three-minute rounds. Good roundhouse to the leg again. Looking to try and just chop that leg up. Shepherd, good jab, manages to squeak through using that height advantage. Right hand overhead, throwing some haymakers, looks to go for the takedown. Good sprawl, but in the clinch will land a knee. Omega, and he gets the judo sweep. The takedown is good. And now to the ground they go. Trying to get past the guard. He gets past the guard. He's got a full house. And he's got a full house. There's going to be damage. If he can try and turn, he goes for the ground and pound. But managing just to swirl away. Good defense from Shepherd. Will make it back to his feet. He now overturns. Trying to get past the half guard as they're both clinched up in the corner. And can he get past that guard? His left leg just trapped in the guard of Omega. Trying to free up the hands. Good work. Omega getting a lock on. And Ferdinand calls for the fight to come up to the middle. And not very happy. They're going to restart from the middle. Let's start on his back. And now getting out of the corner, he has to fight his way out of this one. Shepherd having the dominant position. On top, making sure, good little wrist. He's got one arm hooked. Shepherd still struggling to get past that guard. Good defense, cross comes through, he gets past the guard. He's in full control now. One arm is out, all the shots landing through. The arm comes up, he's covering up. Shepherd looking for the ground and pound. Frees up, will he get the arm lock? As now he looks to have a good little scrap on. ground and pound is on. Ferdinand happy to let the match continue going. And that's the end of the first round. Omega surviving there by the hairs on his teeth, being put in a dangerous position. Now round 2 about to get started. Round 2 underway. Touching gloves in the middle. Fighting out of a Philly shell. Looking for a low calf kick already. Inside calf kick. Trying to do some damage on that lead leg. Looking to try and get underhooks, gets good knees in, the clinch, good defense from Omega. Was a takedown successful, or was it guarded very well? Looking to try and get his back as he left his back open. And trying to fight off the hands. There is movement going on, he's got his back. But maybe not the way he would like. Good turn from Shepard as he put himself in a jeopardizing position. And going into reset position from the fighters, almost fumbling out of the ring. He's going to give his back. And to try and make things as fair as possible, trying to roll him. Omega trying to roll him onto his back, gets one leg under. Going for the ground and pound, looking for that headshot. As he lands a couple of big ones, Shepard happy just to cover up. He's going to need to try and get himself out of this position because the scorers and judges will note the dominance that Mugodzeri has. Omega at the moment. He rolls Shepard onto his back. Is he looking for that rear naked choke? Has he got it? He hasn't quite. Shepard does enough defense, but Omega is looking for that RNC. Now he's fighting off the hand. Shepard doing a good job of defense. Good little punch thrown in there. Now again swivels well. Shepard back to where he was in that frog position. Playing it up now, trying to get that choke on. And Ferdinand just urging both of the fighters to try and do something effective here. Shepard not at all trying to get himself out of this position. And will Ferdinand look to get the fighters back onto their feet? And that's the end of round 2. Shepard should try and take a hold of Omega here. You can see he's a little bit uncomfortable. So he'll be very happy to take the fight to the ground. Round three underway. Quick touching of gloves as Shepherd into that Philly stance already. Omega looks for that leg kick. Good roundhouse, finds a cross in there as well, looking to chop that leg. Making good work. Now both fighters just being very measured. Omega again looks to that calf kick. Good jab. Finds a bit of a wobble. Again in the corner. Shoots for the takedown. Good sprawl. Good defense as well. Back up onto his feet. He's got the head. But Omega just slips away. But good takedown defense we've seen from Shepherd. And again, a calf kick, a little bit lazy from Omega. Goes for the roundhouse. He's been given the full guard. Shepherd on top. Ground and pound. He's throwing the shots. Is this game over? Trying to get himself out of position. Shepherd with going past the full guard. Looking for the elbows. Is there shots on here? And Omega trying his best to cover it up. They throw in the towel, and that's a TKO win. They throw in the towel. Shepherd Tamba does the job. And a good win for Shepherd. Did so well on the ground. Managed to defend so well. Good sprawling. And he's just outclassed Omega Mugodzeri. So first win for Shepherd Tamba in his MMA career.
For this one, the winner via TKO is the blue corner.